You've already turned in your homework, but I want to, and so that's an opportunity for me to see what you know, but I also just want to go over a couple of these quick questions. So flip your checklist over and you should be looking at this. These are the same questions off the homework, and let's just review these, and we're going to be able to do these next week, right? But you might still be at the point where you're feeling a little confused about this, and that's okay. So Mary had 6 more dimes in her pocket than nickels. Write an expression for how much money she has in her pocket. Use one variable. Okay, I'm going to start by using 2 variables because it helps me think about it. So I notice there's dimes and there's nickels, and I'm not sure how many dimes and nickels there are, so those are going to be my variables. Right? There could be 5 dimes, there could be 10 dimes. So this is, and I'm going to, let's be really clear about this. D is going to be number of dimes, and N is going to be number of nickels. And so if I were to write an expression for the amount of money, I would say, okay, well, for every dime, I'm going to multiply that by 10 cents. So, and then for every nickel, I would multiply that by 5 cents. And then I would add my 2 total amounts of money. So this would be fine. This would be done if I could use 2 variables, but I'm not using 2 variables, I'm using 1. So it says Mary has 6 more dimes in her pocket than nickels. 6 more dimes than nickels. So let's think about that. 6 more dimes than nickels. If I have, let's say I have, right, nickels and dimes. Let's say I have 5 nickels. If I have 6 more dimes, 6 more than 5 would be 11. If I have 10 nickels, and 6 more than 10, 6 more than 10 would be 16, right? So I want 6 more than, so let's think about what operation is that? What operation gets me from 5 to 11, from 10 to 16? Well, it's adding 6, adding 6. So the number of dimes is actually just nickels plus 6, right? The number of dimes is the number of nickels plus 6. So instead of using D, I'm going to use nickels plus 6. And so I'm going to rewrite this. Instead of D, I'm going to replace the D with nickels plus 6. And so now, this is perfect. I have an expression that only has one variable. It only has an n in it. Okay, and that's going to be really powerful when I get to solving equations. Let's do one more. A soccer field has a length that is 40 yards longer than its width. Write an expression for the area of the soccer field. So here's my soccer field. I have a length and a width, and I want the area, so my answer is going to be length times width, right? So I'm going to multiply whatever the length is times whatever the width is, and that is going to be my answer. So I just need to fill that in right now. So the width, I know that it's 40 yards longer than its width. 40 yards longer than its width. So let's just call the width W. Yeah, let's call the width W. What would be 40 yards longer? So let's say the width is 50 yards. What would be 40 yards longer than that? Well, that would be 90 yards, right? I would add 40 yards. So I'm going to take the width, the length is going to be the width plus an additional 40 yards. So the length would be W plus 40. And that's my answer. I just identify what the width is and what the length is. Okay, that's it.